y'all. Good afternoon. My name is Chandra Brain, and I'm doing my persuasive speech for Professor Shannon DeBoard. I want you to think about Mary, who is a one-year claim representative at an insurance company. Mary, since she started, she has been excelling really well with her job. She knows her policy information. She's doing really well with her customers. At the one-year mark, her boss comes to her and tells her, in order for you to get a raise, you have to sit down and you have to take a test. Mary takes her test. Mary does not do well on the test. She gets a 0. So Mary doesn't get a raise. Think about how you would feel if you were in Mary's shoes. When we go to school to obtain a career, and we go, once we get into that career, we want to be successful with that career. Our work performance is based on consistency with building results, not just on taking a test. Why is it that our students, our administrators, and our teachers cannot be evaluated the same way? I'm going to talk to you today about the No Child Left Behind Act and how it is not improving education in America. I am here on out going to refer to the No Child Left Behind Act as NCLB. I want to discuss with you today what it is, how it's affecting our education system, and a solution to fix the downfalls of the act. The No Child Left Behind Act, NCLB, was seen as a new era in public education. It's an act that was signed into law in 2002 by President George W. Bush. The plan surrounding this act was to intervene and fix our decaying school system. With this act, measures were put in place to make sure that all kids were getting a quality education. What is the measure that was put in place? Standardized testing. What I'm going to show you today and make you think about, is NCLB and standardized testing really effective? And is it showing our students getting better? The 10-year anniversary for the No Child Left Behind Act was in January 2012. At the 10-year anniversary mark, a report card was developed to score how the act was doing. I want you to take a look here at the packet. On the second page, I have a graph. The graph actually shows us that if you take a look at the first section where it says overall, you have on the far left side 1996/2003. This was how our 4th grade students were doing in math prior to No Child Left Behind. And the next section, 2003-2009, overall, it shows how our children in 4th grade were doing after the No Child Left Behind Act was put in place. As you see, the scores are declining. Not only does it affect our kids and what they are learning, it's affecting how they are learning as well. Since the No Child Left Behind Act has been put in effect, the curriculum no longer focuses on complex learning. It focuses more as teaching to the test and test preparation. At the 10-year mark with the report card, several teachers were interviewed and they told the government 20 to 60 school days are set aside every year for test preparation. Also, 66% of the teachers surveyed said that due to the focus in testing, the time has been reduced for classes such as art, science, and social studies. Another thing is they are also reducing recess time in order to focus more on test preparation. Now, we think about when we were in school, those things were very important to us because it was something different. It allowed us to express our creativity, and we learned different other things as well, and social interaction. So our kids are being affected in those areas so that they can be prepared for the test. Now, with the NCLB, The teachers and the administrators also are held accountable based on test scores. They are incentivized based on their test scores as well. This stress has caused a cheating epidemic throughout the United States in different areas. In Atlanta in 2011, 44 public schools were involved in cheating scandals. One of the teachers that were interviewed, she said they used to have parties on the weekends, pizza parties. And what they would do, they would get together and they would correct change the wrong answers to correct answers. So, with that, also 23 states use teacher evaluations, evaluate our teachers based on how their test scores, and 14 also can fire the teachers based on how they do on the test. So I want to ask you, I want to pose something to you, a solution to you. How do we change it? What do we need to do? I think one of the things that we need to do is we have other countries that are doing phenomenal without standardized testing. One, for example, would be Finland. In Finland, they don't have standardized testing, and they are considered 13 in the top 20 for international schools. So I'm going to give you a question in your head. Based off of what I have given you, what would you give NCLB as a grade? I know, in my opinion, if I were the teacher and I were grading NCLB, my grade would be